This is the moment science fiction becomes medical reality. Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain interface company, has just opened a global registry for volunteers with quadriplegia to receive its brain-computer implant.
This is not a drill. This is not a concept.
This is real. They're calling for humans, today, not in 2050, to test the frontier of direct neural control. The goal?
Let people operate computers using nothing but thought. If you've got a spinal cord injury, a locked-in syndrome, or motor neuron disease, and you're willing to be a pioneer in a world where biology and silicon fuse, your moment has arrived. Let's unpack what this means, technologically, medically, economically, and geopolitically. Because this isn't just about curing paralysis. This is the opening salvo in a much bigger war, the race to merge man with machine. And Neuralink just lit the fuse. What exactly did Neuralink just do?
Neuralink has launched an official patient registry, a centralized application portal for people with serious mobility impairments to volunteer for a future brain implant. This registry is open worldwide,
Not just to U.S. citizens.
not just to elite hospitals.
Anyone on Earth who fits the criteria can apply. And what are the criteria? Quadriplegia from spinal cord injury or ALS. Stable medical condition.
Willingness to undergo brain surgery.
Capacity to participate in long-term studies.
Let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't a Fitbit. This is a direct implant into the cerebral cortex.
We're talking neurosurgery, microelectrode arrays, real-time brain data streams. But the reward? Controlling a computer with nothing but thought. Imagine being locked inside your body and suddenly being able to move a cursor, type a message, or manipulate digital objects just by thinking. That's the promise Neuralink is dangling. And for thousands of people trapped inside paralyzed bodies, it's more than a miracle.
It's liberation.
The first human subject already got the chip. Let's not forget, this isn't theory. In January, Neuralink confirmed it had successfully implanted its device in a human patient. That patient is now using their mind to control a computer interface in real time.
According to Elon Musk, the results are promising, with the subject able to control a mouse pointer with high accuracy.
That first subject wasn't just a test case. They were a bridge. Proof that the Neuralink device works in living tissue under real-world neurological conditions. And now Neuralink is going wide. They're scaling recruitment, moving from the lab to the world. This is the clinical trial phase, but Elon's style. Global, decentralized, volunteer-driven, and fast.
What is Neuralink's device technically?
The Neuralink implant, known as the Link, is a fully implantable, wireless brain-computer interface. It has over 1,000 ultra-thin electrodes inserted into the motor cortex, a custom neural chip that reads and writes brain activity,
Wireless transmission to external devices, a robotic surgical system for implantation.
battery-powered, USB-C recharging.
The electrodes are thinner than a human hair, designed to interface with neurons without causing scar tissue.
The robot surgeon handles the precision task of placing these threads deep inside the brain.
Once installed, the Link picks up neural activity, specifically the signals your brain sends when you intend to move.
That data is decoded by algorithms and converted into digital commands. Move your hand.
No, move the cursor. Think about clicking. The system registers it as a click.
Your mind becomes the interface. Who benefits first? Neuralink isn't pitching this as a toy for tech bros. At least not yet. The first use case is clinical, restoring function to people with severe motor disabilities. This includes spinal cord injury victims, ALS patients,
Locked-in syndrome individuals.
late-stage muscular dystrophy cases. For these users, even the ability to type a message, send an email, or play a game can restore dignity and autonomy. We're not talking gimmicks. We're talking quality of life. And long-term, this opens the door to even bigger ambitions. Restoring full-body movement using spinal stimulation.
Connecting prosthetic limbs directly to the brain.
Decoding speech and thought into natural language. And yes, eventually enhancing healthy humans. But first, the people who need it most. The global implications. Here's where things get geopolitical.
This isn't just a medical trial.
It's the start of a biodigital arms race. Because if Neuralink succeeds, it puts the US and Elon Musk at the forefront of human-machine integration. And every other country, China, Russia, the EU, is watching closely. You think China's not developing parallel tech? You think DARPA's sitting this out? Wrong. Neural implants aren't just about health.
They're about national capability.
Imagine a world where your workforce can think 5x faster, where soldiers control drones with their mind, where traders move markets with neural speed, where AI is jacked directly into your cognition.
The first nation to scale this technology doesn't just win medicine, they win civilization. And Elon knows it.
That's why he opened the registry globally. He wants the best test data from every continent. He's not just building a product. He's building the next layer of humanity.
The risks. Let's not pretend it's all sunshine. Now, here's the dark side. Brain surgery isn't a joke.
There are massive risks.
Infection,
Rejection.
neural damage, hardware failure, psychological side effects.
Long-term brain changes. No one knows what long-term use of BCI tech will do to neuroplasticity, personality, cognition. And then there's the data problem. Who owns your neural data? Can it be hacked, monetized,
Subpoenaed?
This is a future where your thoughts can be read and potentially sold.
You think privacy is bad now?
Wait until your browser history is replaced with your inner monologue. That's not paranoia. That's risk management. Neuralink is pioneering the tech, but regulators, ethicists, and policymakers are miles behind.
That's a feature, not a bug. Elon moves fast.
The state moves slow. And when your brain is on the cloud, you'd better hope your password is more than a thought. Why this matters beyond medicine. The real story here isn't about disability. It's about agency.
Neuralink is forcing humanity to confront a question we've avoided for centuries.
Where does you end and the machine begin? When your thoughts control a computer, are you still just a human, or are you something more? And if so, what are the rules? This registry isn't just about a few volunteers with spinal injuries. It's the beachhead for an entirely new species, the cyborg citizen.
Voluntary now.
But eventually? What happens when it's a competitive advantage? What happens when kids want BCIs to do better in school? When job applications ask for neural interfaces?
When soldiers are told they're obsolete without one?
That's the road we're on. And Neuralink just put us in the fast lane. The Elon factor? This wouldn't be happening if it weren't for Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, you have to respect the move. Neuralink is taking a technology most people thought was impossible and putting it into humans in real time.
No committees. No endless peer reviews.
Just execution.
Elon doesn't care about academia. He doesn't care about consensus.
He cares about results. And Neuralink, for all its risks, is a pure expression of that vision.
It's ambitious. It's dangerous. It's ahead of its time.
And that's exactly why it's working. What you can do, if you or someone you know has a qualifying condition, the application is open now at
Neuralink.com patient registry.
You'll need medical records, a willingness to undergo testing, and nerves of steel. But if you qualify, you could be one of the first humans on Earth to control technology with your mind.
Not with your hands.
Not with your voice. With your thoughts. That's not just a clinical trial. That's the future. And it's recruiting.
Final thought. Neuralink isn't science fiction anymore. It's here.
It's live. And it's scaling. For now, it's about helping people trapped in their own bodies. But in time, this will become the foundation for a new kind of existence, where the boundaries between thought and action, between mind and machine, are gone.
This is the dawn of the neural economy.
The era of cognitive capitalism. And the first volunteers are signing up now. So ask yourself, when your brain can talk to silicon, are you still you?
Or are you the prototype of something new?
Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you ever volunteer for a brain-computer interface? Like,
Subscribe.
share this before reality gets upgraded without you. Because tomorrow's revolution is being installed, neuron by neuron.